Call me StarFox the way I've got a big cock. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Casual Chris back again with another casual review, and we are here with StarFox on Switch 2. StarFox did release on Switch 2. StarFox finally came back, and it is yet another remake of StarFox 64. What are we going to do about it? Nothing. But it is probably the best way to play StarFox 64, and we'll talk about it. So let's talk about the story. The first thing to take away from this game is the fact that they actually went ahead and fully realized these characters. They're not just kind of like meme heads popping up here and there like, Minute Fox, get this guy off me. They actually have some personality and some character at all. Like they're like, you see Falco kind of evolve throughout the entire game. You see Fox get mad as hell when like Slippy goes down, and then Peppy's like, oh, you know, just, or not Peppy, it was Pepper, and Pepper's like, oh, it sucks to lose a comrade, but it happens all the time in battle. And Fox is like, hey, Slippy ain't dead, I'm going down there, you bitch. That shit is fire, bro. That shit is fire. And Falco's slowly becoming less of an asshole the whole game. The fact that he is an asshole, and like Falco would do something, and you're like, bro, I can't stand this guy. I actually cannot stand this Falco guy. Slippy is like a legit loser, and like Peppy is like actually the mentor of the group, looking over everybody. He's like, hey, wait, you guys don't do that, don't do this, hey. He's like, Peppy's like, hey, lock in a little bit. I thought it was great. Even like some of the side characters that you run into, like Bill and Cat, a lot of the bosses were pretty cool too. I mean, some of the voice acting is a little weak, I would say. There's the one where you're on the train mission, where you blow up the train, and he's like, oh no, you know what I mean? They didn't, you know, I need to add some oomph there. He needed to sound like he was dying. All right, that's what I wanted to hear, but that's not what I did hear for that guy. The story is pretty segmented though, like the story, like the quote-unquote story. Obviously, it's not a big part of the game. I mean, it is a big part of the game. It's cutscenes that you see throughout the game, but it's not the focus. And I feel like they could make it as focus in like a future game. The best part about this game is I immediately, like after the first level, I said, dude, they gotta just get these guys to make a new game. Just get the same team, just make a new game. Just make a new StarFox game. Hopefully they even continue the plot. Maybe introduce some more characters. I know people want to see Crystal for X, Y, Z reason. So if they can implement more characters, that'd be cool. I think they would do a good job at continuing the StarFox story and brand, and especially because this is a 64 remake. I thought Antros, pretty silly villain at the end, but kind of intimidating. They did keep some of his lines, like the brain one, like I have the brains. That is what you kind of expect in StarFox. So the cheese is there, just not as cheese. It's way more serious this time around. By the way, I didn't play the original N64 game, so this is my first time playing StarFox 64. We're playing a lot of 64 games these days, and they're all getting remade these days, I guess, for just in that time. But overall, I mean, the story is pretty basic, but from what was there, I actually did really enjoy, and I wanted more. The best thing that you can do when something is basic is having us want more, right? I'm like, bro, I take so much more of this shit. I would take so much more of this shit. But the story is cool. It's alright. A 3 is where I would throw the story at, right? StarFox's gameplay is actually very solid. Very, like when you touch the controller, it is like fluid. Like I was like, when I hopped into the training mode thing that they throw you into, I was like, oh shit, this feels really good. Like it felt, I don't know why I was expecting it to not feel good. Just being able to, like, when I moved my control stick, just the little subtle movements all register. Like all of that's there. So that makes sense because of how replayable the game is and how they want you to go back and do harder challenges and do like expert mode and do all that kind of stuff. The arcadey nature of the game. When I started, I originally said like, oh, I gotta turn the inverted controls off. And then I just immediately went back because it didn't feel right without the inverted controls. So I guess that's a testament to the control scheme, where I felt more comfortable just playing it default, just, you know, with up being down and down being up, rather than the actual like up being up and down being down. It felt much better the way it's intended to be played. So I gotta give kudos for that, because in any other game I would have flipped it. I would have said, hell no, I'm good. A big part of this game that I think like a lot of people are actually talking about right now, and they're having fun with it and stuff, is the multiplayer. The multiplayer is actually really good. Unfortunately, what it feels like, it's one of those like classic OG days where they would just tack on a multiplayer mode to a game just because they can. They don't, like, games don't do that shit these days, bro. Like, you pick up a Sony game and it's just gonna be a single player experience until you turn that shit off. They just chuck in a multiplayer, just like the olden days. But it's unfortunate because it's really good and people are gonna want more of it, because it's just three maps. But it's just really fun because all three maps have different objectives, and you can kind of win in different ways. Where it's like you don't have to focus on the objective, you can just go around killing people and you get points that way. Obviously, doing the objective gives you more points, but going around just killing people also gives you points. So like, let's say you're behind on objectives, but you can kind of make up for it by like killing off like their teammates or some of their NPC teammates as well. Multiplayer goes crazy, man. The multiplayer legitimately goes crazy. I think there's 2 areas I haven't been to. I definitely want to do that, but I want to play the game like in handheld on my big HD 4K screen as well, just to get a better feel, just to get a better feel for it. But there are like Sector Z I definitely haven't done. I think it's Kachina I haven't been to. Sector Z and Kachina I haven't been to. So I definitely want to hop back in and do that. Maybe I'll probably play a little bit more multiplayer. I don't expect them to update the multiplayer or update this game at all, by the way. What we got is what we got. It was $50. So if you guys care about how much money you spend on your games, which everybody does. I said that crazily. That was I said that pretty fucking crazily. But the game is cheap for everybody to just kind of dip their toes in. There is even a demo. You don't even gotta pay. And Nintendo's been pretty good at dropping demos for games. You don't even gotta pay. So you can just kind of try the demo. If you like it, you can buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. So shout out to Nintendo for them, because most of the companies aren't quite doing that these days. But I always appreciate a demo, just to know what I'm getting into, right? One thing I'm actually gonna mention, the game is actually harder than I thought it was. Because I guess anytime I've ever seen somebody play StarFox 64, they make it look easy because they've played the game for 50 years. A newbie like me, I come in, alrighty, it's time to play StarFox, yippee! And I'm out here getting mollywopped by some things. So, like, the Andros fight was actually kind of hard. At least for me, maybe I suck at the game, but the Andros fight took me a couple tries. I died a few times on Andros. And I had fun. Hey, and it was fun that it was hard though. It was fun that the Star Wolf fight took me a couple tries. Like the Star Wolf fight before Andros, that also took me a couple tries as well. In the all range mode, it was a little hard to get used to, but this is a game where it's like, use the goddamn mechanics, bro. And that was kind of my fault, because if you hold the right trigger, hold on, where's my control? Yeah, here we go. If you hold this trigger, like the right trigger or the left trigger, and then you also move in that direction, you turn like quicker. I wasn't utilizing that, but once you get into the swing, get to the hang of it, the game feels really nice to play. And that just goes over, that's just for the entire game, to be honest. It feels really nice once you're in it. Like once you get to a point where you feel like you've mastered the controls, even though I feel like even if I hop online or if I hop into another run, I definitely can't say that I've mastered the controls, but still, it still feels really good. Overall, I thought the gameplay was pretty fucking fire. I can understand why this is one of those hood classics for a lot of people, especially as a kid. Back then, gaming was not about just consuming content, right? You got one game, and dog, that was your game for the next 2 months, minimum. The next 2 months, you were going to be playing StarFox 64. Nowadays, I mean, we're going to play the game We're gonna do a couple runs. We're gonna beat it, and then we're gonna move on because there's another game. Right? It is a different time, weird time. Hopefully, we get a new StarFox game with like a full-fledged StarFox game. We sure hope so. We sure hope so. On to the visuals. I'm just gonna throw it out here. I'm just gonna throw it out. This is the best looking Switch 2 game. Straight up. Straight up, it's the best looking Switch 2 game, and we're not even gonna dance around. We're not even gonna bounce around. This is literally the best looking game on the Switch 2 right now. Like, not even a question. Not even a question. A lot of the environments are stunning. Like, sometimes you would think it's just space. It's just space. But the way that they do it, like some of the colors and some of the the structures and things that you would run into, this looks really, really, really good. The character designs are funny at first. I remember when they got revealed and everybody was clowning on them. Then I got used to it. I think the aspect of them that I can't get used to are like the legs. The legs are kind of like whatever. The legs are kind of maybe we should bring back the boots. I think the boots should be back. I don't like the little small chicken legs that they have. But besides that, I think their designs are actually pretty cool. I think it is kind of cool that they went for this realistic style for StarFox. It's such a bold thing. No other company would do this shit, by the way. Like, Nintendo's just sitting there like, yeah, what are we gonna do for StarFox? I don't know, dude, make it realistic. Like, what? Like, what? Bro, I feel like every other company would have just played it safe, kept it, anime or something, or not anime, but like more cartoony, more cartoonish or whatever. And they just said, nah. We're gonna do something different. That's why Nintendo is still enjoyable, at least to this day, because they're not very predictable. Sometimes they are, but they're not very predictable. The soundtrack is genuinely like incredible. We're listening to it right now. Really, it's like fully orchestrated, really good sweeping melodies, like a lot of the classic stuff that you remember as well from like if you play Smash Brothers or if you've heard of any of the old tracks. Like they knocked it out of the park. I don't know if I want to give it a 4 or 5. I think I will give it a 4. I think I will give it a 4. But like some of the tracks, like the Corneria, the Star Wolf theme, dude, the Star Wolf theme, like dude, they cooked on that shit. I actually really like the boss music because it has like the choir in it. Maybe it is a 5. I don't know. I don't know, dude. OST is really good. At least I really like it. But again, music is subjective, gamers. Music is subjective. I think I'll give it a 4, and if I want to give it a 5 in the future, then we can give it a 5 in the future. But I do really enjoy the OST. I appreciate that it was fully orchestrated. I'm hoping that the Ocarina of Time remake is also fully orchestrated. Let's get the goddamn orchestra in here, bro. Let's get the orchestra in here. Music is going to be out of 4. It's going to be out of 4. Overall, I mean, I kind of really like this game. And again, my biggest problem with this game is the fact that like I just want them to make another StarFox game, but like modern and a new, with like new characters, new ideas, new stuff. I want that. Like, now I want that. And I guess it's a good thing that this game makes me want that. The fact that this game makes me want that is good. The fact that this game makes me... Yes, the Sonic Generations problem, the Sonic Mania problem. Holy shit. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Because with those games, it's like, yes, you guys nailed it. Oh, yeah, let's just get more of this. I have faith. I have faith that they're already working on the next StarFox game. Like they're already on it. Like there's no way. Like I think in like 2 years we're gonna have an announcement of a new StarFox game. Like they'll probably just call it StarFox 2. They'll just call it StarFox 2. I'm willing to bet that this isn't just gonna be like a remake for remake's sake and like we're just moving on with our lives. I do think this was another test for the franchise to see, hey, is this game like, are people interested in StarFox? And I think they did it right this time. The fact that they had Fox in the movie, they had Fox in the Mario movie. They, revealed this game very close to launch. Like they just dropped the direct. They had the weird bold designs that blew up over Twitter. Amazon was getting sold out. Like people are talking about this game right now. The multiplayer is really good, so people are still playing the multiplayer, talking about the multiplayer. I think it succeeded and Nintendo are going to be seeing these sales and they're probably going to be like, okay, maybe we can fully greenlight the next StarFox game. And hopefully it's not zero. Hopefully it's not another StarFox Zero. Hopefully it's not some bullshit. But I would be interested because, like, obviously as a Smash player, I do like Fox and Falco. Right? Fox, Falco, Wolf. The characters are cool. Like, the StarFox characters are cool. There are actually a cool cast of characters, and people want to see them do cool shit. More cool shit. So hopefully we get that in the future. Gamers, let me know what you guys think about StarFox on the Switch too. Let me know if you picked it up in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe as well if you also enjoyed. And I will see y'all in the next one. Take care.